Hi friends, welcome back to the homestead. If you're new here, my name is Lynn. Today's video is a fun new collab/challenge I'm very excited to join and share with all of you. Our host is my friend Christina from Christina Arwood Home, and is preparing for winter like the Proverbs 31 woman. There's going to be challenges each week, and this first week's challenge is to go through all of the winter outerwear. The jackets, the hats, the mitts, the gloves, see if anything needs mending, and make a list of what we need for the cold weather to come. What's great about doing this challenge now is the weather is still nice enough out that I can get these all washed up and hung out on my line so they smell good, they dry fast, and then we'll get them into the closet. They'll be ready to go when the weather turns much colder. So I'm just gonna look through all of the winter coats first. This winter coat is actually a jacket I use to go out and deal with the chickens and things in the winter, cleaning the coop, whatever it is. I don't mind if something gets on it or whatever. My cousin actually sent this to me from BC because she found it at a thrift store because I could not find one that was inexpensive enough to use for what I needed. So I know that one's okay, and even if it's not, like I said, what I use it for, it's fine. It's actually really big, but again, I don't care because that's what I'm using it for. This is David's jacket, and this is the one I was worrying about. He, honestly, David runs very, very hot. He is always hot. I don't remember a time when there was one time I remember him complaining about being cold, and that's when he was doing survival training in the winter in like -30°C temperatures. He was cold then, but it takes a lot for him to get cold. So he doesn't tend to wear a lot of heavy things. Even when he's plowing and things like that, he gets really hot and sweaty. So he doesn't like anything too warm on him. But there are times where he does need a decent winter jacket. He's had this one for a few years, and I think it's still okay. I just want to make sure there's no rips or tears or anything in it. And I think we're good to go. So that one can go into the pile for washing. Next up,
my wish is that you don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. I'm running, and you should too, and hit that subscribe button. I know what you've been asking yourself. How can I make a difference? I'm just one person.
I can make a difference, but I'm just one person.
Well, my friends, I'm here to tell you that it's free, quick, and easy. Share this video on your social media and make that difference today.
all right, the next jacket up is Grace's, and we got this Costco, Grace? A few years ago? Yeah, I think it was Costco a couple years ago, and I know it still fits her. Grace hasn't gotten any taller in what, 6 years now? Well, more than that, almost 10 years. You kind of reached your height at 12 and you haven't grown, and she's gonna be 21 in about less than a month. So yeah, I know hers is in great shape. Gracie takes very good care of her things, but there is, oh, haha, there's gloves in the pocket. Well, that's good to know. Before I wash, I better check the other pocket. Make sure. We'll see what's in there. Okay, there's nothing. So her jacket is good to go into the wash. Next up is Aiden's jacket, and we got his at Costco too a couple years ago, and I know it still fits him. I mean, he still has the plastic, the plastic tag. I'll have to get some scissors if I can rip it. There. The plastic thingy that held the tag on it. He finds, because he goes from the house to the car to the school, and then having to put a big bulky jacket in his locker, it's hard to fit it in there. So he actually only wears this again when he's shoveling or plowing for us, if we're going out anywhere long time outside. And then for the most part, he just wears a really thick hoodie and his flannel shacket over his hoodie kind of thing for the most part, but still have to have a winter coat just in case, you never know. And it's in great shape, and it's got ready. I should probably check the pockets on that one too, because I never know. Okay, nope, nothing in that one. It's much easier on the budget when you're not having to buy winter coats every single year. And last up for jackets is mine. And again, I got mine at Costco. I think we got them all around the same time. I love this jacket. Love it. It is down-filled. It keeps me so warm. It goes down below my behind, so it keeps that part of me warm. I know it still fits. I hope it still fits because I'm thinner last year at this point than I was when I had this last year and it fit. And I'm just gonna also check my pockets. It's supposed to be dry clean only, but I don't listen to that. I am going to be washing it. It did have a furry piece here that went over the hood, but I don't find we wear the hoods. I think we've taken the hoods off all our coats. I think David's is the only one that, no, even his might have a permanent hood, but I find they get in the way. So we don't typically have them very much. All right, I think our winter coats are great and good to go. I'm just gonna put my hangers all here so I have them to hang on. Next, we are gonna go through our pile of accessories, our scarves, mitts and stuff, and make sure we all have at least one pair to start. And of course I have lots of scarves because not only have I made scarves, but I got this beautiful scarf from my Ireland box last year that I just love. Okay, yes, this is what I want. I want to look for the mitts and I want to make sure I have mates. Okay, there's one mate. I'm going to wash these too. And I also, at the end of winter last year, I picked up a bunch of these hot toe warmers, and there's some that you can put in your gloves too to help that you snap and it helps keep things warm. I picked them up, I think they say 50 cents, but I think I remember getting them even cheaper than that because like there was another percentage off of them. So I grabbed a bunch. Okay, I'm just looking for mates. That doesn't have a mate. These aren't mates. Oh, okay. There's a nice big thick pair for one of the boys. And a thinner pair. Another thinner pair. Then I found these in Gracie's jacket. These are nice thick ones. I'm just going to try these on. Oh, those are nice. Those are nice and thick. It's hard to find thick gloves because that you can still, you know, when I'm outside doing things in the winter, mittens are great to keep your hands warm, but they're hard to work with, so those are nice and thick. Okay, we got that, and we've got one more bucket. We even have the dog sweaters to go wash up, and I made Lily a new one. It matches my candy corn blanket I just finished. I made her a new one this past week in between all the renovations we've been doing in the kitchen. So there, I got that. I'm gonna wash that one up, wash up her winter ones. They each have cute Christmas sweaters. I made them 2 years ago. So we'll get those washed up and ready. Okay, so these are amazing. These I got from my friend Steph and Chris at Hickory Croft Farm, and they actually have a website, and I'm gonna link it down in the description box below. This is actually mittens that she made from the wool from her sheep that they raise. They raise Icelandic sheep, and these are the best mittens. My hands stayed so warm doing chores and things in these last year, and they're nice and thick, but they're not so thick I still couldn't like pick up the bucket for the chickens and things. So love them, absolutely love them. And then, oh yes, my Ireland hat. I got this at the end of winter. At the end of winter last year, my Ireland box. So I didn't get to wear it for very long, but we'll definitely be wearing that. That's going in. Another hat I made. And of course a few, sometimes Grace and I just like our ears covered, especially if we're just going from like the house to the car and to the store, just to keep them covered for a few minutes, or when we take the dogs for a walk. And I actually made a Halloween one because we pretty much start wearing these like next month. Right, Grace? Like Grace is sitting over in the corner there. We start wearing like ear bands in the fall when it's just a little bit chilly and your ears get cold. And for some reason, there's batteries in there. So that is it for the outerwear. I think I'm the only one who wears a scarf anymore. Gracie does have a black and white one somewhere, but I don't know where it is. And we obviously have some Mistmates. I'm hoping I can find them. Oh, this is the set I made Grace. I made her an ear band and a hat. So we will, and they go good with her black jacket. we'll get that. So on my list, I'm going to add, we definitely need some more gloves for everybody. We need more because, you know, when hair is drying. So that's going on my list. We're definitely going to need more gloves. And I already went through like our socks and things, and David and I definitely need more socks for the winter. Either they're just past their use, or a lot of my socks are the little footy socks I like to wear in the summer, and they're no good in the winter. So I know I need to go through them. Aiden told me he has plenty of socks, so he's good. Grace, are you good for socks? Yeah, okay, Grace is good for socks because I don't necessarily go through theirs anymore. They're older, but they just let me know. So I definitely need to put socks for David and I on the list. I need to do that sooner than later, actually, because we're kind of into fall here now, though we're in fake fall. Oh, it's coming. It's coming. So we need to get prepared. I hope I can find these, especially the mitts. These were Grace's. These were really nice, thick mittens, and they were not inexpensive. So I'm hoping we can find your other mitt, Grace. Your Mariana's Trench one. I'm hoping we can find them because those were nice for doing chores in too. Maybe it's in the closet. And I don't know about these ones. We'll have to wait and see. I'll put them aside for now, and if I can't find them soon, then they'll go in the garbage, and then I'll probably find the other ones. So that is it for this week's challenge for preparing like the Proverbs 31 women. Christina has also written a wonderful ebook on her thoughts of Proverbs 31 women. It's a wonderful read. I loved reading it. I'm going back to it often, not only for this challenge, but also in life in general. It's a wonderful read, and I recommend it to anybody. And I will link that down below in the description so you can check it out too. I'm glad to get this done. It definitely needed to get done. Like I said, I can get all these coats washed up and hung out and dried and into the closet so they're ready when we need them. And I want to thank Christina for hosting this collab/challenge. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And I can't wait to see what the next week's challenge is for preparing for winter. So until then, friends, take care, God bless, and we'll see y'all soon.